Hello again, John Bergen, Hawkeye, here again. Want to share another poem with you. Gosh, what a beautiful day today. I've been doing yard work around my place, mowing lawns, watering, weeding, making sure all my banana tree and different plants are watered. And just been enjoying the day. The heat is starting to increase quite a bit now, and I'm pretty much done for the day as far as yard work goes. Um, Anyways, it's a pleasure to share a new work with you. This one goes out to my brother Opie. Opie, I love you, and all my other brothers out there. But Opie requested this about a week ago, and I told him done deal. And so this is entitled "The Potter." About 10 years ago, I was going through 10, 11, 12 years ago, more like it. I was going through a really hard spot in my Christian walk because I felt like I was doing everything that I needed to do as a follower of Christ, and different things in my life were just kind of going crazy and going awry. And I was very discouraged and just about ready to throw the towel in when a good Christian friend of ours loaned me a tape. It was a VHS tape, and it was a tape by T.D. Jakes, who is the founder of the Potter's House and an incredible evangelist and messenger of the gospel. Well, his message was on how we are clay in the potter's hands, and when the vessel becomes marred, he makes it again another. By using the same clay, he makes another vessel that is perfect in his eyes. And from my standpoint, it wasn't a very easy process, but once I watched the message by T.D. Jakes and realized that he was working again another vessel in my life, all of the stress and frustration and worries that I were dealing with vanished, and I became grateful that I was a chunk of clay in the master's hand, the master potter's hand. And shortly after, was inspired by the Holy Spirit to write this next poem, which is entitled "The Potter." While walking through the mire on that dark and rainy day, he thrust his hand into the earth below to grasp a piece of clay. With his arm deep in the mire, he quickly brought it out, and thrusting his hands towards the heavens, all creation heard him shout, "Darkness, flee, you shall hang no more. Sun, you begin to shine, for I am holding in my very hands a piece of clay that is mine." He grinned as he began to walk, joyfully kneading his find, picking the rubble, roots and such, to lay on the trail behind. As he entered into his glory, the potter cast it on the wheel, and gazing with joy upon his lump of clay, his hands began to feel. For imperfections and lack of grit, its tolerance he would choose. For weaknesses that while in the fire, that might destroy and confuse. As the wheel began steadily turning, his fingers formed the clay, and as he carefully shaped his new vessel, all the heavens heard him say, "I will cover this in my glory. Its brilliance will always shine, for I am forming now with these age-old hands a vessel that is mine." He began by smoothing the roughness on this vessel formed with care, and he engraved upon it his likeness for the trials it would bear. As he placed it in the fire, he released a desperate sigh, and as the heat began to increase, a tear fell from his eye. As he fanned the glowing embers, he spoke of things unknown, of castles, crowns, and kingdoms that would someday be its home. When it had stood through the firing, he retrieved it from the flame. He glazed it with his goodness, and then he blessed it with a name. He then placed it with the others he would soon prepare to fill, and yet again, inside the fire, he would test its strength and will. After the firings and the trials had created something new, the potter stood rejoicing, for his vessel was tried and true. I will set this one in a special place, for it is a treasure that I must share. They have never seen a vessel like this one, so glorious and so rare. Yes, I will fill it with my spirit, all the heavens heard him tell. For I have named this vessel servant, and he shall serve my purpose well. You're a vessel in the master potter's hands. Let him wrought a work on you. And hope you enjoyed that. And once again, I'd like to say, God bless you. Be aware of what's going on inside of you. Be aware of what's going on around you. And try to stay out of trouble. I read something in Romans 5 this morning that encouraged me very much. I think it was about midway Romans 5. I don't remember the exact verse. But he said, where there is no account of sin, where there is no law. Jesus Christ did away with the old law. The new law is that we love each other as we love ourselves. And we love the Lord our God with our heart, mind, and spirit. I hope you're doing that. He loves you. Take care. Talk to you next time. Bye.